Hello and welcome to Metric Insights. In this video, I want to explain how you can apply security to your datasets. As you probably know, we have three types of users in Metric Insights: administrators, power users, and regular users. All the datasets, their views, and elements built from them are going to be available for all admin users without any restrictions. Administrators can create datasets, so can power users if they have been granted permissions to do so. Dataset creators can optionally restrict access to dataset views and reports which contain only specific record values, and to those users who need this data for performing certain activities. This is done via applying a user map. Let's think about such an example. Some organization performs sales activities in 8 countries. Sales are made via 4 channels: corporate sales, email marketing, and store or website visits. This is Mike. He is the head of the email marketing department. To monitor his team's performance, he only needs access to the sales data per email marketing channel, but around all countries. How can we limit his access to the information in this dataset? We will create a user map, which will relate Mike's username to his email marketing sales channel and to all countries. We go to Admin, Datasets, User Maps tab. Here we create a user map where we include all regular and power users who want to have access to this dataset. Those who are not listed here are prevented from seeing this dataset at all. Since we want to limit Mike's access to the data, we will list all countries he may have access to and only one channel: email marketing. Once our user map is ready, we go to the Dataset Editor, Access tab. Note that there are 2 access modes available. User has access to all rows. That means that the whole dataset is available to anyone who has permission to access it. And only specified rows. This option indicates we want to add a user map to define what information is made available to each user. We choose the user map we've just created, and now we need to match columns in the datasets to columns in the user map. I know that I restricted access by countries and channels, so I map these 2 columns, save my settings, and update data. Users with access to this dataset are only allowed to view records with values mapped to their names. But that's not it for Mike. We need to make sure that he has permission to access this dataset, so we go to the Advanced tab and click Permissions. If Mike is not in the list of users with access, we should add him there. Now Mike can simply review data in this dataset. But Mike is a power user, so unlike regular users who only have the right to view the data in the datasets and the elements created from it, we may give Mike an ability to create public views or build reports from it, but he needs to have certain privileges for it. We go to Admin, Users, and open Mike's account. There are 4 privileges related to datasets that we may give to a power user to experience full power of this functionality. Create or edit datasets. To allow Mike create his own datasets. Create public view. Dataset views can be private or public. A report can only be created from a dataset's public view. Consequently, create content using datasets. Mike will be able to create reports from public dataset views and allow power users to grant dataset access to any user or group. Mike will be able to share access to datasets. Now let's log in as Mike and see how he sees the same dataset. As you can see, he has permission to access the dataset, but he only sees email marketing data per countries and is prevented from viewing sales data per other channels as we designed our user map. The same data restrictions apply to the reports created from this dataset. Now you know how to control security of your dataset's data. Whether you have any further questions, you may leave them in the comment section below or contact us at info@metricinsights.com.